Hello, everyone. Today, the Daily Fantasy 5, where we bring you the 5 things you need to know every day in the world of fantasy sports. This is episode 76, and we are brought to you by mathradio.com, where you can pick up an online math course for your child ages 7 through 17, help them get better grades, help your child improve on their exams, and even help them get into college with our SAT courses. All right, go to mathradio.com. All right, everybody, we've got some baseball stories as usual to bring up. We've got some injuries. We got some guys being sent up and some players not coming back, at least not for a while. Then we've got the Marcus Smart saga in Boston. We're going to talk a little bit about the NFL as ESPN came out with their PPR rankings today. And we'll give you a daily fantasy lineup for FanDuel tonight. We've got 2 games going with the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. So let's get to it and start with baseball. Former Cardinal great Matt Adams. He's now with the Washington Nationals, but now he's going on the injured list with a bad shoulder. In 64 at-bats this year, he's hitting .250 with 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. It seems the story of his career is that he simply cannot stay healthy, and he also struggles to hit with either power or average at the same time. He can do one or the other. He just can't do both. Anyway, Matt Adams to the IL. Hopefully he wasn't starting for you in fantasy sports. A guy that most fantasy owners wish they had back was New York Yankees ace Severino. He's going to be out until after the All-Star break. Actually, I'm not sure who said that he was going to be out until after the All-Star break. It was either the general manager or the manager, but he's going to be out for at least a while. They're saying until after the All-Star break at the earliest, and that is not good for fantasy owners or Yankees fans for that matter. All right, speaking of players who are out, well, this one's coming back sooner than we expected. Marcus Smart is hopeful to return tonight in his game against the who are they playing? The Milwaukee Bucks. The Celtics are down 2-1 in the series. Smart hopes to come back into the game tonight and make a difference. I'm not sure if anything matters because Giannis seems unstoppable to me. Even if he does play tonight, I would not expect big fantasy numbers out of Marcus Smart. Roto Grinders has him as one of their top 10 rated players tonight in terms of points per dollar, right? But I just don't see it. He's not going to be doing much, even if given a lot of minutes. So I would avoid Marcus Smart tonight. Let's move over to the NFL. They came out with their full list of point per reception rankings today, or maybe it was last night. I'm not sure. But I found a couple of their quarterbacks interesting. They had Watson as their number 2 quarterback. I had him all the way down at number 11. And then they also had Big Ben Roethlisberger at number 10. I didn't even have him in my top 20. So a couple surprising rankings there from ESPN, or maybe some surprising rankings by me. Who knows? But I do think I'm going to have to move Fitzpatrick out of the top 20 with for the Miami Dolphins with them trading for Rosen during the draft. I think they're going to give Rosen every chance to start and do well this season to find out if Rosen is their guy moving forward or if they'll be drafting another quarterback next year. So it doesn't really make much sense anymore to have Fitzpatrick starting all these games. They're still probably trying to tank, but I think they'll tank with Rosen and not Fitzpatrick this year. Okay, moving on. We have 2 games tonight in the NBA. Last night, we went 2-0. We hit both of our over-unders, so we're back to +8 for the playoffs. It feels nice. All right, the first game tonight, we have the Bucks at the Celtics. Celtics are somehow a 1.5-point favorite. I don't like that. Give me the Bucks plus 1.5 for sure. And then I also like the over 221. The last 2 games have been over. Actually, if you talk about the Golden State Warriors Houston matchup and the Bucks Celtics combined, the last 4 games have all hit the over, or at least they've all been over 220. So I'm going to take the over in the Bucks Celtics and the over in the Golden State Warriors Houston game. Bucks Celtics at 221, and the Houston game is at 221.5. And in that one, Houston is the favorite as well. I also don't like that. But give me the over in both games and give me the Bucks plus 1.5. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about our fantasy lineup for tonight. We've got a daily lineup for you. I've started the top 4 guys rated according to Roto Grinders. Number 1 was Mirotic, then Rivers, then Chris Paul, and then Capella. So all of them are in my starting lineup. Chris Paul was 8,300. My other point guard is going to be Stephen Curry. Hopefully he can come back and do something nice tonight. He's only 8,900, so I figure why not give him a shot. Then I'm starting Austin Rivers, who we already mentioned, along with Klay Thompson at 7,100. I think the Splash Brothers will be back tonight in Houston. Moving on, we're starting Mirotic, as we already mentioned. He is the highest rated player according to Roto Grinders with his multiplier. Then I'm starting Antetokounmpo because I always start Antetokounmpo because he is a beast and he can single-handedly destroy the Celtics, which I think will do tonight. He was 11,800, which is why I went with some lower end picks here. Like at power forward, I went with Looney at only 3,900. But you got to start somebody when you're starting Antetokounmpo. I also started Ilyasova at 4,000. So I really went cheapo depot on my power forwards here to get Antetokounmpo into the lineup. And then at center, we already mentioned we are starting Clint Capella at he was 7,400 at my center option today. So that is the fantasy lineup I'm going with today. Again, with the playoff games, we're taking both of the overs, and we're also taking the Bucks plus 1.5. That is it for today's Daily Fantasy 5. Just a programming note. On Wednesday, we will be doing the NFC West, the draft recaps for them and fantasy implications. Then on Friday, we'll be doing the NFC East. So be sure to check those shows out this week. Please check out mathradio.com, our sponsor. Like and subscribe to this on YouTube. If you're over on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. See you tomorrow. Bye.